So I just had my family time with my child and I have received really good feedback from the two supervisors, and I think that I was pretty brilliant, to be honest. When my little one arrived, he was really keen to look at all the toys, and he seemed in a really good mood. And I noticed that we're having more interactions in terms of how he's like answering questions about how his nursery is going, and also he just was full of energy, you know, jumping on all the bean bags. And I gave him loads of snacks that I brought in, like healthy snacks, like cheese and crackers and fruit and stuff, and he seemed to really enjoy it. So yeah, and they said that I was giving him more space, and that I was being really receptive and imaginative. So, well, they didn't say imaginative, but that's what I inferred. So yeah, I'm pleased, but I'm pleased he had a good time, and I think it's good that he has that time with me. I just wish it was more than 2 hours a week, because it's not enough, and also having to travel over 2 hours to get from Leeds, where I live, to Darlington, where I see him, which is near to Middlesbrough, which is 60 miles away, on the train is quite an ordeal, especially when I've got an MCL injury in my left leg. But you know, I'd always travel to the moon and back for my bloodline and my property, and the love of my heart. But yeah, so I just really want to go to Halfords, which is here, and just get him one of those electric like go-karts. It's not a go-kart, it's kind of like a bumper car. And I also want to get him a starter bike with the helmets and all the accessories and stuff. I mean, he used the parachute today. He was running under the parachute. I forgot about the felt pad and the ball today actually, but I bought him like bouncy balls, and I bought him this like extendable alligator claw thingy, yeah, and I have a couple of other things as well which have just escaped my memory, but I think he really liked the gifts. He was wearing his mama's little Valentine hoodie from last time, so that's really good that he likes that. But yeah, it's always really sad when I have to leave, because then I don't see him for another week, and I was seeing him minimum 4 times a week when I was living in London in 2023, and now it's only once a week for 2 hours, 2.5 hours away. And I wasn't even allowed to go into the other room today. There's 3 rooms in the centre, and I was only allowed to stay in one of them, which just means he doesn't get any variety. Yeah, so that was a bit of a shame. But yeah, can't say too much because a lot of it's very confidential. But yeah, it's always a bit rubbish, to be honest, at this point in time when I'm leaving him. I kind of just want to put my hood up and basically just hide myself from the world. But life goes on. I think now it's not dark when I come out of the centre. That's a bit better, because like a big month or 2 ago I came out at this point and it was literally pitch black, and I think I had SAD, seasonal affective disorder, so I just felt really depressed and kind of just cried on the train a couple of times at the beginning of all this. But now the sun's shining, and so that's good. I mean, I am tempted now. I think I'm outside Halfords, which is here. I think this is Halfords, so I'm tempted to go in and just check how much the is that Halfords? No, it's not Halfords, it's the next one along. I think, yeah, there it is, it's over there. So just check how much the starter bikes are, see how much money I'm going to need to have and what I need to save up for, because I want to get him some practical stuff so he can actually learn some skills early. But yeah, it's always really sad when I have to say goodbye to him. I really do look forward to seeing him, but you know, I can't really do much about it. I mean, I'm getting perfect feedback, no concerns whatsoever for 3 months. I haven't really done anything wrong in my life, so I don't really understand what the grounds are for this really restrictive level of contact arrangement. Like, I don't really understand it, to be honest, apart from it just being because I'm eccentric, which I am eccentric. I'm a quirky gal, but you know, you don't have to talk to me if you don't want to. You don't have to be around me. Yeah, I mean, I don't really think there's much point in comparing myself to other mums, you know, who I see on the bus in their tracksuits or walking along the street with their vape and their child in the pram, you know, yelling at their kids and stuff, piercing their 2-year-old daughter's ears a couple of days ago. And there's no point really in comparing myself to them, but I do look at them and I do think to myself, why am I so different? I just hope he's well. I hope he's in his car journey back to where he lives, and I hope that he's comfortable and that they've got the mirror so they can see him, and that if he's hot they take off the jacket. And I just hope that in the future our bond can kind of deepen a bit. I can get to know him a bit more, because the supervisor was saying to me at the end of the session today that, you know, she knows her kids like the back of her hand, her children like the back of her hand, all their mannerisms and behaviourings. And it's almost like when these other women are saying these things to me, I'm glad they're talking about it, because not talking about it at all is even worse. But at the same time, it's really hard to hear that, you know, because it's almost like, yeah, I know, I don't know him at all really. I've not really had that chance to get to know all his quirks, and I'd have given my, you know, my right limb to be able to have done that. And it, you know, I don't know if I'll ever get the chance again, so it's kind of, it's very upsetting, you know, to have missed out on all of the memories that I could have shared with him in the last 2 years if I'd have had him with me. But you know, it is what it is. We soldier on, keep my head above board, and just eventually, you know, with time things will hopefully fall into place, and I'll have him back with me. And I just want him to be happy, healthy and safe, to be honest. But I also do realise that it isn't that great for a baby to have been removed when he was 2 months old, especially without a court hearing. But anyway, my main priority is his happiness, safety and health, and I'm just trying to work on myself really. You know, but I can only do so much. I can't fundamentally change my personality or my beliefs or my own code of conduct. And the duty of care I have to others is mainly to my family, my loved ones, not to random strange professionals that I don't know, you know, or have any kind of loyalties or allegiances to. But you know, I've been polite today. I haven't, you know, disagreed with anything, even when they wouldn't let me out of the room. I haven't said boo to a goose at all. And it's just a shame they're not taking pictures or videos anymore, because now I don't really have any evidence of the good feedback. It's just whatever they say on paper. I don't really know why that is, because I thought that the pictures they took were great. I thought it showed that they were facilitating good bond. I was and doing well, and Henry was happy. So I'm a bit surprised that they've made that decision to stop doing that. But anyway, I just wanted to put this on record really, because usually I make a video before I go in, but this is me after I've been with my child. This is how it feels to be standing on the edge of a motorway, having spent 2 wonderful, perfect hours of your property and offspring, and then to have them basically separated from their you. It's not easy. It's not easy for anyone, not least someone as sensitive as I am. So I'm just going to go into Halfords now and check the bikes. Take care, everyone.